Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to do some field research. We're visiting some of our dealers and talking about what we see out there in the marketplace. And it's pretty generic. We're here at MX Motorsports, one of our dealers in Miami. And they carry a couple brands, including Italica, Baccio, which is the generic Chinese, and as well as NST. And what you'll see on these bikes, which have generic Chinese letterers on the side, whether it's Wang Yi or the Adventure 150, it's a generic GY6 150cc engine, Type A. It's air cooled, and you'll see these all over South Florida right now, from $8.99 to $12.99 on the 150s. They're generic plastics, very generic engines. A lot of factories in China have them. Pretty much everybody has these molds, and whether it's Italica or Baccio or another brand, it's pretty much all the same. And the reason being that there's nothing that's OEM to them. It's maybe the plastics, but a lot of these plastics are generic molds. So QMB 139, GY6 Air Cooled, standard, and just the plastics change a little bit. And what we suggest is stocking the same MRP OEM parts that we've suggested for the last 5-6 years. Since 2005, we've been doing the upgrades for these GY6s. Nobody really has as many of these parts as we do. But the plastics do change from time to time. Every manufacturer will do something different. The engine will be bought from the same engine companies, the exhaust from the same companies, but then they'll change the plastic a little bit. So the rear spoiler might be different. The rear light switch might be different. The glass, the turn signals might be a little bit different. Some have lights, some don't. These are all, very brand-specific items. Part numbers are hard to come by, so you really got to do your research to find this stuff. Let's walk inside the shop. And we do have upgrades. When you walk into a shop, it's good to see certain upgrades, like MRP. Nice. So, our parts do help with these generic bikes. Stuff like roller weights, light bulbs that we carry, some chrome pieces that we sell. It's always good to stock these things, again, for all the generics. What's up, buddy? Of course, the dog always helps. Dogs have personality. And ATVs, we get a ton of parts for ATVs too. A lot of the ATVs, gotta remember that there's very generic ATVs out there, NST or SunL or Roketa. When looking for parts, you gotta look by the engine type. So a CN250 ATV is going to be, they'll call it a 200, they'll call it a 300. Usually it's a CN250 clone. This one is, it looks like a 250, but it's really, I'm looking here, it says 150. So that's a GY6 engine, same as Hensem and some other brands. And then what's funny is that right next to it, you'll have the 250 base, which might be a 199cc, like this one. And the only difference could be the cylinder size. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same. One's bigger than the other. There's plastic differences. But when it comes to the insides, cables and throttles and brake levers, it's all the same. I mean, a lot of these factories buy from the exact same parts. On our website, you can find Lonson 110cc parts under Lonson. Lonson's one of the bigger manufacturers in the country of dirt bike and ATV parts. We also have Lifan and Linhai. Linhai, you'll see a lot of Linhai engines out there. So regardless of the brand, we probably have something for it. Make sure to check our website, mrp-b.com, guys.